Well, I'm a shy person as it is, so the advisors that could have helped more would have been to at least put on a little better attitude, smile a bit, have a little more patience for people like me. And the ones that were good, the advisors were the ones that had a smile, a great attitude about things, patience for students like myself. And those I do appreciate because I didn't feel awkward about talking to them.
When I first went to my advising, there was this advisor that was trying to get me to go for a certificate instead of my associates. And she said, I think that's why it kind of discouraged me a little bit because she was saying that it would be easier, that I could get in a job faster, and that it was smarter than to go for my associates and then go for my bachelor's in a university. And it just kind of discouraged me a little bit. She ended up enrolling me in the certificate program, and I had to go and get it changed again so I could have my classes for my associates. It was a bad process. It took forever.
Whenever I was registering for classes, again, like with the appointment thing, I couldn't find an appointment at all. Like there wasn't any for like months and months. And I was like, oh my gosh, like what if I don't go to college the first year? Like I'm going to let my parents down. And I got like really anxious about it. And then my sister, who had gone to college already, community, she had said, just go up to the school. They can help you there. And I was like, oh, like I didn't know I could just go up there. So then once I finally came up, I like got everything situated and everything worked out. But before then, I was thinking like maybe college isn't for me. Like I want to do real estate, so I don't have to like go to college to get my real estate license. But I was like, but I like want to anyways, so that I can use this degree for like many things.
Nobody really went above and beyond to really help me with college and like signing up.
I didn't really have anyone to help me through this first year so far, but I also didn't look for help. Yeah, I do wish that I had someone to help me, just because right now my major is undecided. So I think having help would be nice.
I currently do not know when I need to register for the next semester.
I was supposed to take remedial math because I failed my math TSI, but I had a really bad advisor, so he never put me in the remedial math classes because we can't put ourselves in those classes.
With my academic counselor and advisor, he was quite a bit swamped with work. He looked a bit out of it, kind of sad and a little bit depressed.
A challenge that I had was just getting in contact with my academic advisor. This was like during the summer. I was super busy working, and I was doing another program for my nursing assistant certification. And so I wanted to reach my academic advisors through the online portal that they had, but I couldn't get in contact with them. I tried 3 times, and then I emailed them. The first 3 times I was waitlisted. I was like, okay, I understand. Everyone is rushing. I procrastinate. I understand some other people do too. I ended up waiting there for like 2 hours. And then I exited out. I'm like, I have work. I need to go. And then the second day came, same thing. I waited an hour. And the third day, I waited like 15 minutes. I was like, they're not going to pick up. And so after that, I emailed probably on the second day, a week after. I didn't hear from them. And so I was like, I'm just going to take this into my own hands, go up to the school, and just figure out what I need to do. So it was pretty disappointing that I couldn't reach them, but I got sorted out by the end, so it's okay. Right now I'm feeling very anxious. I haven't spoken to an advisor, but because of my schedule right now, just studying and focusing on studying for midterms, I feel like I don't have time for that. And last time I worked with an advisor, it didn't go well because I waited 2 hours on the online chat. But this time I will go like in person, but I'm just still nervous and anxious about that, especially since I procrastinated last time signing up for classes. I hope I don't do that now, so I'm going to just set a time and just force myself to go to an advisor.
Whenever second semester came around, there was a little bit of a hassle just because I was going to take 4 classes, and now I'm taking 2 because one of them ended up getting dropped because it was just like bad communication. It wasn't like the college they messed up something in my file to where it said I couldn't take a class even though I was able to take the class. And so whenever I ended up taking only 2 classes, it kind of bummed me out because it just feels like it's kind of a waste of like gas money even, because I'm having to come to the school to only take 1 class a day.
To get an appointment with the advisor, it was extremely frustrating because I've been trying for several weeks to get an appointment, but I was getting no response. And it was like we were going around in circles. And then when I finally got an appointment, I wanted to be absolutely sure that I was keeping the appointment. So about 2 days before the appointment, I came up to make sure it was set. And then they said it wasn't set, even though I had already set it.
I went to an advisor to talk about what classes I should take for next semester, right? And he was talking to me about these programs and these different universities and etc. And I'm like, oh, okay, could you definitely like send me this after like this appointment is over? And he was like, yeah, I definitely will. And I went home and I never got the email. And I actually emailed him like, so can I have all the information we were talking about earlier today? And I never got a response back. So I had to go to another advisor, and thankfully she actually did help me. But, I wish I could have saved that time.